a lot has happened this month in terms of like events and shit. You're saying it's the summer. What do you say? Summer of sport.
Summer of Sport,
Yeah. So
2021.
Started off with the Euros.
Yeah.
Euros football didn't come home, but it came close. It came to the front door, knocked, but didn't quite enter.
It was in the neighborhood.
Yeah, but to be honest, I mean, on reflection, 25 years, I've never seen them get this close. I'm not an England fan, but I'm an England fan when it's about to come home. When it's about to come home, then I'm an England fan.
Yeah. You saw that meme, my ancestors looking on at me supporting England.
Yeah, legit, that's me. So, I mean, it was sad to see. I don't really want to get into the proper breakdown of the game because it'll bring back some memories, man. But yeah, like, to be honest, I said I wasn't going to get into the breakdown, but here we go. What's his name? Southgate fucked up, bro.
What did he do again? I can't even remember the match now.
He fucked up because they scored, and he did. I told you when we were watching it, same mistake as against Croatia in the World Cup.
Oh, they just sat back.
Score early and then sit back and just invite pressure, and you think you're gonna withhold that
for 88 minutes.
Against
in the second minute
against great teams. Like, you're not playing against like Ukraine, bro, where you can afford to score. Oh no, which team did they score one and then sit back? It was the
first game or something.
It was the last game in the group stage.
Czech Republic.
Yeah, you're not playing against Czech Republic where you can score one and just sit back. This is Italy, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Because Italy was shitting on them for like almost an hour, bro.
Yeah.
Come on,
they didn't come to play. Like,
bro, and it was like, and to be honest, like, obviously they did well and they got far in the competition, but they didn't play that well. You know what I mean? And it's like, you can't bring that form. Like, form can't turn on and off like a tap, right? So you can't expect to just bring form to the final when you haven't actually been in form leading up to the final.
But the thing with England, they never play well.
Never.
I've actually never seen an England team that I've been like, right, these guys are
balling.
Yeah, I've never.
Unless it's San Marino or something.
Even then, bruv, I'm like you guys are scoring bare headers. Score 8 headers against San Marino.
That's true.
But yeah, man, like, I've never in my life seen an England game and I've been like, these guys are dominating.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are dominating the game.
They played well against Germany.
They did.
First half they were rubbish actually. Second half they played well. First half
the Germany one, I kind of watched it on my phone. I didn't see it. I didn't have a very good quality view of it, but they nearly went out. If Muller had scored
no, but that would have been the equalizer. You wouldn't have lost.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
But no, I mean, Germany didn't turn out to play either. So
yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't know, because I'm like, when will England get a chance again? You're not hosting the tournament, and 6 of the 7 games are in your backyard, like in Wembley. And
final was at Wembley. I don't know when they'll get a chance like that again.
And all the great European teams, Portugal, Germany, Spain. Spain went far in the competition. France, like, all these teams are out pretty early.
And they're all on the other side of the draw as well.
When are you, Belgium, all of them? It's like, when are you going to get this chance again to go waltz to the final? And the only tough team you've had to play, is Germany.
Yeah, literally Denmark in the semi-final.
That's the thing that makes it more painful, because it's like,
it could have been the best chance.
When will this happen again? Like, the stars are really aligned for you, lot.
Yeah.
And
like, Italy probably win it again in 2-3 more tournaments.
Yeah, and then obviously, like, once the final went the way it went, then all the races came out to play. So,
you knew it was gonna happen,
bro. It's like clockwork. It's literally like clockwork. And the thing that's annoying, I'm gonna sound mad when I say this, but I would just say it anyway. Like, the thing that annoys me about the races and shit is like, they make all reason debate like go out the window. Like, so I can't criticize Rashford for missing that penalty the way he missed it. After he did everything right, sent the keeper. The reason for your dumb fucking run up is to send the keeper the wrong way. You did it. Then you try and place it so far in the corner when the goal is gaping. Yeah. Like, as a United fan, I feel like I'm allowed to criticize him even more as a United fan, because I will have to watch this shit all the time, bro. And I'm like, bro. And he even said it in his long Instagram post afterwards. He said, this hasn't been my season. We know, bro. I've been watching you every week, fam. And it's like, bro.
Bro, Rashford's run-up was bad annoying.
No, but the thing is, it worked. It worked, because the reason for the run-up is to send the keeper.
No, it did work. It did work, yeah. But like, bruv, I hate people who run up like that.
I hate it.
I'm always nervous. So I'm like, why are you stuttering so much to take a penalty?
And he was not, like, you could tell he himself didn't know what he was trying to do with it.
Yeah.
But
And then,
my point is, when the racists start doing that, then it's like you have to be in solidarity with him. It's otherwise you're like anti-black or you hate Rashford.
no, I could be in solidarity and be like, that's a dead penalty though.
Bro, but literally everyone was like, oh, he's so brave, and I'm like, bro, I don't watch people taking penalties and think you're so. Of course, there's a level of bravery to take penalties, but there's also a level of bravery for you. You're playing football in front of 80,000 people. There's bravery to that. I couldn't stand up and play in front of 80,000 people. Like, my point is, there's like a threshold level where it's like it's assumed that we don't have to congratulate them for it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that's your job. It's your job to take penalties. It's your job to score goals. It's your job to do this. Like,
you sound like Roy Keane right now. That's his job.
It's facts, man.
It's dead on his job to do that.
It's facts. Like,
Yeah.
it's like when Balotelli. Remember when he scored 2 against Germany in was it Euros 2012 or something like that? And he took his shirt off and just stood there like that. They were like, oh, why didn't you celebrate? He's like, bro, do you clap for the postman when he delivers? Like, I'm doing my job. I get paid for this, bro. Like, relax, man.
Yeah.
I'll do my thing and score my goals and then I'll go home. Like,
yeah. My only thing was I don't think Saka should have taken the last penalty. I don't know why the youngest player in the squad took that.
But having said that, did you see what
taken a penalty before?
But did you see what Michael Owen said? Michael Owen was like it's bullshit about this whole too much pressure on the young player thing. Obviously, Michael Owen is biased because he was
a great young player.
He was best when he was young. When he was young, so he was like, bro, I was scoring 2 against Argentina and I was 20.
He won the Ballon d'Or or something.
So, but he was basically saying like he got a list of England penalties like over the years, back to like Stuart Pearce and all them, got and put their ages down and whether they scored or missed, and he was like, all the old people are missing. so really, you should you should have an advantage.
No, but you know what it is? Saka's never taken a penalty before,
bro. That's a mad thing.
Like, why would the first penalty you take is gonna be in the Euro finals?
This is what pisses me off more about Rashford, bro. You've taken pens, fam.
Like, he scored them as well. He scored big penalties now.
Bro.
Didn't he score against PSG,
bro?
In the final minute of that.
No, that was Lukaku that scored.
No, that was Rashford.
It was Rashford. No, it was Rashford.
Why didn't he just take it like that? That's such a... He banged that one in.
Bro.
Instead of all this little hop step to the ball, try and play, just smash it in. Like Maguire. And then I'm not a Maguire fan, but that was a great penalty.
Bro, that penalty was...
Man broke the camera.
Nah, and then the Sancho one was a very good save, to be fair.
I thought the Sancho one was a poor penalty as well.
Do you think? I thought it was a good save, man. And it's still, to be fair, with this keeper, it's difficult.
Yeah, he's a good keeper.
He's so...
But the Sancho penalty...
6'9" or something like that. 6'8".
Yeah.
Crazy.
The Sancho penalty was like at a nice height.
It was a savable height.
It wasn't very powerful.
It's powerful enough. Bro.
Nah, bro. He side-footed it.
Yeah, but he got some power behind it. It
wasn't the way the keeper saved it didn't look powerful. Because man was kind of like... just flick that. He's like, you're not that guy, bro. you're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Flip that. Oh man, that's funny.
But Sancho, like, is a great player. I'm standing in solidarity. But I thought if we're being honest, Sancho and Saka's penalties were not good penalties.
Saka's was definitely poor.
Saka's was poor. But Sancho's was.
Yeah.
To me,
no, also, I mean, and I do see in terms of the smoke for I think his name Southgate, the smoke for Southgate, just bringing the guy on just to take the pens, like.
Yeah, I felt like that.
Bro, you thought it was Van Gaal at the last World Cup, bro. Warm up a bit, man.
Like, yeah, the player needs to be actually in the game first. Like, they need to lead a little bit, bro. Yeah. Like, rather just come on, like no adrenaline in the legs yet, like
nothing, bro. And it's like. Bro, I don't know, man. And the thing is as well, because they were up, like they saved a pen already, right? One guy missed one, right?
Yeah, someone from Italy missed.
So it's like they were up, which just makes it more painful again. And it's like, bro, it's
you know as well, yeah. I didn't clock that if Saka missed, we would lose.
I know. I remember I was sitting there like waiting. I was like, bro, it's done. Like,
I was so surprised. I thought Italy had to score.
With your drink, like, and I was like, bro, it's done. Like, why are you smiling?
I was like, bro, why are they running? Like, why are they going celebrating?
To be fair, even the Donnarumma, he didn't know either. That's why they asked him like, why didn't you celebrate? He was like, I can't lie. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure that we'd won it.
I thought it was 2-2. I was like, wait, don't Italy need to score now?
No,
bro. Yeah, that's peak.
No, and also, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Sterling definitely should have taken one. Sterling definitely should have taken one.
Sterling,
it's been your tournament. Grealish, I can understand.
I think Shaw should have taken one, bruv.
Why so?
He's left-footed, innit? Actually, Saka's left-footed. No, I just feel like Shaw would have scored. He really scored in the game.
I mean, me again, United fan. Whenever it's one of our players, I'm just skeptical, bro. Like, because once them two missed, I was like, it's the history of the Tottenham. It's the spirit of United now, man. It's just like we're gonna bottle something.
I'm surprised Chile didn't say that about England after the game. The history of the England. They always have such great opportunities, but
nah, because it was just like, yeah. But anyway, I had to get that off my chest.
And one thing that I have to respect the Italy players just completely taking the piss after the game.
It's coming to Rome.
It's coming to Rome. I was like, listen, these guys have some bad.
Yeah, man, no. Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, they deserved it in the end anyway. But yeah, and obviously it was just soured by the racists, and then you see all the opinion pieces, and the thing that's mad as well, and which annoys me, and it kind of annoys me about international football tournaments, and I don't want to be like a football snob because I don't even watch football like that anymore. But it's like people that don't know anything about football then come and start talking. Like, you know when Chiellini fouled Saka, like pulled his shirt.
Oh yeah, people saying it's a red card.
And it's like, you just don't know the rules, bro. He's not the last man. The guy is so far away from the goal. Like, it is a bad challenge, but he's not endangered the player.
The wild thing said was people said this would have been a red card if it wasn't on Saka, and I was like, fam, I appreciate you're trying to support the cause right now, but that's just not true.
Bro, it's so annoying.
That's just not true.
Because I feel like it just fucks up it makes us sound crazy. It sounds like you're just trying to find any reason to be like, because people were saying that Southgate, the reason these three guys, and I'm not a sports psychiatrist yet, they said the reason these guys missed, the racism in the country is so deep that had a mental toll on them, and it affected their penalties. And I'm like, when Sterling was banging 6 goals in the tournament, or 5 goals, was the racism not there? Did they not have a mental? What are you talking about? Why is it suddenly like?
I don't think that's ever been a factor in a penalty,
bro. That's why I was like, can we just keep it to football, bro? Like, I'm not one of them to be all like, oh, keep politics out of sport, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but can we keep it to football in this instance? Like, can we just discuss real things, bro? Like,
bro.
The fact that there's racists are there all the time, bro. That's not affected him. The racists were behind him for the pen. Do you know what I mean? They only turned on him once he missed.
That would have been fucking crazy if he scored. It's like, yes, my brother, Rashford.
So it's like, bro, like,
fam, they would have been going on his mural painting England's greatest ever talent or something. Like,
so,
yeah, I don't know, man.
And the one thing as well, I think it's mad cheeky the way these I think we discussed this when we were talking about the Super League thing, when they've shifted the blame to like the social media companies, and the social media, like, everybody needs to hold smoke, in my opinion. The social media companies that can flag up a coronavirus post. I swear, bro, if I type the word coronavirus, it will come up on my story. Like, so they could, even the word virus, I'm sure it will come up here. And it's like, even viral. I bet you'll say, oh, this post went viral. They'll be like, check your vaccination status or something like that, yeah. But they can't flag racism. So of course they deserve smoke there, yeah.
Yeah.
But you people in these football leagues, yeah, whoever's sitting at the top, funneling money into fucking kick it out campaigns, the adverts of them saying say no to racism, however much that costs, yeah, and it's done jack shit, bro. Like, for the last 2 seasons now, because it's been almost 2 seasons of, no, is it 2 seasons of, or 1 season of COVID? 1.5 seasons now.
The knee thing's been there for a while.
Yeah, not the knee thing, yeah, but even before that, it was literally like clockwork, and it wasn't even just black players. I remember it happened to Son Heung-min as well. It was like anytime a player like from an ethnic minority fucked up in a game, immediate racism, like literally like clockwork. Bro. And then it's like it's almost like the clubs had to prepare like a statement condemning it as soon as Son Heung-min missed. Like, you can see the Tottenham guy, they're coming to type out their statement like, we condemn racist chanting, blah blah blah. It's like, you guys haven't been able to stop it in your stadiums for years. You've been doing these fucking stupid kick it out campaigns that don't work. That's why Rio Ferdinand wouldn't wear the t-shirt when he was playing, because he was like, you have this kick it out campaign, but your captain was calling my brother a nigger. So now what? So it's like all of this stuff, and it's like,
and Anton Ferdinand had to go to Turkey or something to play football, and they booted him out of this country.
And now you're like, oh, now we can find an easy way to shift it because everyone's watching it online and tweeting about it. Yeah, watch when it gets back to the stadiums. What's gonna happen?
Bro, you know what the thing is? Yeah, I feel like football is just fundamentally racist. Like, the actual sport, if you've played it from a young age, you know it's just like, it's racist.
Like, you know what's funny, bro? The way they describe players as well. I remember when I'm not gonna put him on blast, so I won't say his name. But I remember when one United fan, we were at uni, so you can probably guess who it was. Yeah, when we signed Lukaku, yeah, and then obviously he's chatting to me because we're United fans. He's like, oh man, I think he's a good signing, man. I mean, he's just so big and black. I was like,
bro, that's how they used to describe the players.
And I was like,
they were like, yeah, you got to get a good like big black guy up front, you know.
And I was like,
these strong black guys, you know, like we get the black players in for their strength. It's a fun, it's just racist.
That's why it's been like my boy Jeff, his son is about to be 2, yeah. And he said, and I was talking about Project Mbappe because I was like, bro, looking at the way these guys are eating, I need to be involved. And I've already said from early, like, I know how to do this Project Mbappe thing. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I was like, leave your son in my hands, like, with my capable hands, and he will become a star. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I've been telling him that he's obviously not trying to pressure his son and stuff. I was like, have you seen how Raheem Sterling's son, 2 years old, is getting power on the ball? Get a football in front of this kid now, bro. And he was like, as long as he doesn't end up in number 10 or on the wing, because I know he was like, definitely not on the wing because they just keep, it's like a typecast thing. They're just putting us out on the wing and we like just a fast black guy. He said, I'm not doing that. He's like, I could just about do number 10 because at least sometimes they're seen to have like creativity and intelligence or whatever. But yeah, he's definitely not going to be on the wing.
On the wing. In the centre back as well. Centre back. You know what it is, yeah? I just feel like because it's not really like just football. I mean, it's just this country. Like this country has issues with racism.
Yeah.
Especially like within the working class as well.
It's going to show up.
It shows up in football.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, one thing I will say as well. I'm not trying to get too deep in it, but I just think it's funny how, because obviously the racism is abhorrent and everybody will condemn it. Yeah. But there's like an inherent classist way that we look at racism in the sense that, and this was in Carla's book actually. I remember seeing it there. It was like, if somebody from a lower class like performs racism the way they can, which is racial slurs but things that like they don't have power, so all they can do is
it's always like that.
Yeah, and it's like, to be honest, I mean, obviously it's not nice. It's never nice to be called like racial slurs and that, yeah. But like at the end of the day, you'll survive. Yeah, it's not like compared to like people who actually have power. So like a Priti Patel, for example, who's just like, she's racist, but like racist to herself as well, which is kind of mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
That's what I mean. But it's like that doesn't get any attention at all.
Yeah.
Whereas this will be on front because it's like it's easy to condemn it and then to be on the side of like, oh, we're not a racist country. Look, we're all condemning these people. It's just the small minority, it's the small few. Or whatever.
No, it's not, man. But this comes from that. It's like it's coming like, from the top down.
Right, and it's like it's never gonna. And that's the thing that makes it kind of difficult. It's like you just feel like it's never gonna change, kind of thing.
I think that's why it's hard to kick it out as well, because like the people doing it. Because when you're playing at a young age, like there's racism within the clubs, like, but the people doing it, it's like. It's always in like a jokey sort of bantery way. It's like
and you kind of
I don't think they even realize it.
Bro, but and you kind of have to go along with it. And it's like,
but then when it gets to like major finals tournaments, then it comes out in a much more.
Because then it comes out with the anger as well. When they have the anger, then you're like, oh shit, I thought you were joking before. Like this is you guys seriously hate me. Like
you can't just like it's like something you have to put up with. Like,
and
if you're any ethnic minority,
bro, it's peak,
you just have to put up with like jokes about that ethnic minority whilst you play football. It's wild.
Yeah, and it's just like. But when you say it's impossible, I don't think it's impossible to kick it out or even difficult. They just need to make it hurt the people who have the power, hurt their pockets. So
I think it's impossible. I think it's impossible unless you like kick out racism from the country. I don't think you can kick it out of football.
Nah, I think you can kick it out because you can kick it out to the extent that, bro, these fans will be racist, whatever, but they can't be racist in the stadium or it will hurt them. So, for example, put a fine on it. Any racism seen in your stand, immediate 3-point deduction. And the only thing then that you have to stop is, because I can't lie, if it's to stop City winning the title, I'll put a City shirt on. I'll call Raheem Sterling a monkey, bro. I'll take one for the team, bro. But I'm saying that's the only thing you have to check now. That is the person that's doing. So it's like it can be that thing where like the solution is worse than the problem. So it's like I remember I heard about I think my dad told me, it was like in India they had a problem with cobras or whatever. So they put out a thing like, they'll pay you if you bring in dead cobras. So the farmers had to kill cobras to bring it. The farmers started breeding cobras to kill them to bring the dead cobras and then collect the reward. And they ended up with like multiplying their cobra problem.
That's the hustle, bro.
So it's exactly. So it's like it's a risk because you might end up worsening the racism because you have chances who'll just go in a different team's shirt, and then every team's getting 3-point deduction, and every match there's racism. Yeah. So, but I'm like, they should try it, but just see if it works. Like, because I'm like, if you put something where it was like that strict, because obviously they put these like lifetime bans on fans doing it. But even then, I think it's bullshit because it's like you're talking about needing ID to make social media accounts so that you're not able to do it anonymously or whatever, and then you're gonna be fucking not able to get it out of your stadium when you've got the person's ticket number, their name, you've got their seat, you've got everything. Why aren't you able to stop them from? Do you get what I mean? So it's like, I just feel like there's not actually, the effort isn't being put into that because they are happy to put it into this kick it out thing, which is just like a front, but it doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. They could be doing more. I feel
like it would severely reduce it, because even if the most racist guy, you'll hold your tongue if you think that it's going to cost your team worse than your team's already being cost.
That's true.
Like, you're not gonna, you'll keep it to yourself and say it in the pub later or something like that, but you're not gonna say it on camera. You're not gonna do it to the player's face. Or they need to do like basketball, and every once in a while the players just need to beat up the
just let the players go into the stands.
What's his name? Ron Artest, man. Just jump in the crowd. I'm 6'9". Say it to my face, bro.
But basketball's got some issues with it as well.
Yeah, but they bang the guys in the face sometimes. Every once in a while, just slap someone, bro. And I mean, you'll get the fine, but whatever, man. It's like, because some of the things, especially basketball, some of the things they say to them is outrageous. I'm like, bro, you do know this guy is 6'7". Like, he'll fuck you
basketball's a bit different, isn't it? Because those guys are huge. Yeah, I just don't know why you would even like.
Yeah, true. Because Raheem Sterling's not gonna scare me. He ran at me,
bro. But yeah, man, I feel like you can do a lot of stuff, but the issue in football is like a wider issue.
It's very deep. It's true.
Like, what you're doing is like,
it's difficult.
You got like, you always say like patching up a boat or something. Like,
you're
not stopping all the water. You're just trying to papering over the cracks basically. It's not a long-term solution.
Yeah, no, it's very true.
But yeah, man.